This video chart presentation of Nevado Resources brought to you by All Penny Stocks. Nevado trades on the Toronto Venture Exchange under the ticker VVDO. Great uptrend of this stock, all the way down here around 15 cents or so, all the way up to 75 cents. Just a great climb. Finding itself in a little bit of a downtrend right now, but kind of getting a wedge look to it. So we're going to take a look at this, see if the indicators are giving us hints this might try and make a move back upward. When you see wedges going on in candles or pennants or symmetrical triangles, whatever you'd like to call them, a lot of times you'll see the same thing in the indicators. You can see making a higher low, but making lower highs at the same time. What you're going to look for is the break back through that trend line. Of course, in this case, it's going to put you back through zero, which is bullish. And you'll look for this overall channel to come through like this and start to dominate over top of this downtrend. You can see we're getting hints from the histogram. Overall, it's trending upward. Another bullish cross could be coming. So things are looking favorable in that sense. Very similar look to the PPO. ADX down very low, only registering a 15.84 right now. But really flatlined, very neutral, not getting a lot from the ADX. Seeing a nice uptrend starting to happen in the money flow indicator. All three nice and neat together, pinned against 50. It's about make or break time for them. You want to see all three of them trending over top of 50. Pretty important for the accumulation distribution to hold this as a bottom. Start to make its way upward, break through this level. All in all, start making some higher lows, get out of this downward channel that it's in. Not exactly drawn because of this peak through there, but you can see the overall feel of the downtrend, continually making lower lows. You need to start to see some upward strength and see some higher highs. Kind of similar feel from shaking money flow. Most of the time down in the red over the last few months. Selling pressure has been dominant. It's starting to make its way right now back towards zero. CCI holding above negative 100 at this point. Again, making a higher low. Looks like it could be trying to turn. Full still got very low. But again, that break of 20 is the first sign of some positive momentum coming into the stock. That's something we'll keep an eye on. In tricks, it's lagging, but you can see right through here, almost an identical look to the MACD with the downtrend. But you can see because it's lagging, it hasn't made the turn yet. It's the best way I can make people understand how lagging indicators work. This should actually come back through, make its rotation, and break back up through that signal line at this point. So we keep an eye on that tricks to make its turn, make a higher low itself, and try to put together an uptrend. RSIs are in a nice position. Again, all three looking like they're going to break through 50. And you can see even on a small scale through here, when this made its uptrend, the RSI flattened itself out, held a base, trended back towards 50. And overall, typically, when you see that RSI trending upward, you're going to see this price per share trending upward as well. So right now, it looks like it's in the very early stages of trying to make that happen. So it's something important to keep an eye on as well. This picks up some good support right there in that 45 cent area. So you can see it's held it over the last week, bounced off of it right through here. A day below it, but pretty much tried to pull immediately back up, get on top of it through here. So what we'll be looking for is that support level to hold. Then you can see that wedge, triangle, many different names, but all same idea. Higher lows, lower highs, all at the same time. Forming a wedge, forming a triangle. Want to see it hold that trend line, make its way up, break through that trend line. Static resistance is going to come in a few different places. Right through there about 54 cents. Right through there about 55 cents. See the 50-day moving average is also tucked in there, registering almost 55. A little bit of old support resistance right through there. So I'm going to look for it, try and make it through that. If it makes it through that, of course, it's challenging that trend line. Moving above the 50-day moving average, chart can turn back bullish. These indicators that are close to it at this point will make their break, and this will start to be trending upward again. Like I mentioned with the MACD, you're going to look for that overall channel to happen. Want to see it make a higher high. I think that's a key point right through there. It will meet some more resistance right in that same area, around 60 cents, 61 cents. And that's going to be the top part. Of course, that's the rest of making the upward channel. So some very simple things like that go on. This is a rotation and turn that you look for from a chart trying to go from somewhat neutral, possibly even bearish, trying to turn back to bullish. You can see the volume at 385,000 shares traded. That's actually a hair above normal. So it's good to see people are seeing this as a buying opportunity and moving in, especially on a day where the markets were just pummeled yesterday. VDO actually had an up day on increased volume. And also notable, 200-day moving average trending upward. Price per share still over top of that. If it fails and falls through this support, I'd be willing to bet it's going to come down here and test that 200-day and try and pick up some support from it. But that's a pretty far fall from where it is, 30% down from where it closed yesterday. Right now, it needs to hold that support level. But again, if it does fail, look for it to possibly test this 200. But based on where it's sitting, we're going to look for some upward momentum to come into it. So we'll keep our eye on volume, and we'll keep our eye on it pushing and trying to come up and challenge this resistance line and this trend line. Those are things I'm going to be looking for in the Nevado Resources chart. But as always, it's merely my interpretation. I'm not a financial consultant and strongly encourage you to do your own proper due diligence. Consult a qualified financial advisor before making any investment decisions. Past performance is not a guarantee of future results. Please visit the allpennystocks.com website to view the full disclaimer disclosure. Do not base any investment decisions upon any material found on the website and/or video chart. No person employed by All Penny Stocks is a registered investment advisor or licensed broker-dealer. Thank you for watching and trade smart.